This is Tank's Vlog, brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the weekly podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. This week we had Smitty from Barstool, Clickbait Smith, who is gonna fight and defeat Michael Rappaport, the biggest troll on the internet, who has to pay him, Mike. I mean, it's ridiculous. You Welch on a bet and you're trying to sue? Your reputation is mud because you made it mud. Where's this world coming to? That lawsuit should be laughed out of court and you should have to pay. Pay for filing a frivolous lawsuit. Baseball. Wednesday night. Jacob deGrom making his final start of the season. And if that wasn't a mic drop, I don't know what was. He went out there and he dominated the Braves. And the Braves didn't put out their AAA lineup. No, the Braves had all the regulars that will be making a start next week in the division series. And he allowed 2 hits in 8 innings, struck out 10, reached 1,000 strikeouts faster than any other player in Mets history. Even faster than Nolan Ryan, Dwight Gooden, Tom Seaver. Jacob deGrom was masterful. And he got his 10th win, finally got his 10th win. With his numbers this year, Jacob deGrom should have been 24-4. 10-9, 170 ERA, 269 strikeouts. There it is. There's your Cy Young. Case closed. Now, while everything is decided in the American League, we just got to find out where that wild card game is. The National League playoff chase is on fire. Today, it was the Brewers and Cubs officially clinching playoff berths. The Brewers beat the Cardinals today 2-1. They will be the host of the wild card game. No matter who they play, they will be the host. And they are still battling the Cubs. They're still battling the Cubs. So they could get that division title. They could get the division title. Today the Cubs blew a 6-2 lead. But despite a Bartman repeat happening today, they bounced back and won in 10 innings, 7-6. So the Cubs maintained their half-game lead over the Brewers. Brewers are off Thursday. Cubs finish up their series with the Pirates before beginning 3 games with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, meanwhile, what a bad time to go into a slump. They just got swept at home by the Milwaukee Brewers. They now trail in the wild card race. And it's the Dodgers that are trailing in the wild card race because today the Rockies battered, bashed, slammed, jammed, hammered, ripped apart, destroyed, demolished, and flat out embarrassed the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies have quit. This team has quit. There is no pride in Philadelphia. I mean, not only have they been, it's bad enough that they've been eliminated. It's bad enough that they've played so horrible in Philadelphia. But man, show some pride, Philadelphia. Come on. 14-0? Are you kidding me? Show some friggin' pride. Their team's counting on you, man. I mean, come on. And today, the Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers 7-2, and the Dodgers now trail the Rockies by a half game a week after sweeping them, looking like they had the division locked up. The Rockies go on to win 6 straight, and the Dodgers go back into hibernation. So now the Dodgers are the second wild card team. with a 1-game lead over the St. Louis Cardinals. Rockies will be wrapping up their series with the Phillies on Thursday. And we'll see what happens. See if Philadelphia can show a better effort. Dodgers will be off. So if the Rockies get a win, they'll have a 1-game lead going into the final weekend with a chance to win their first division championship. And it's a big battle now. It's now 3 teams for 2 spots. You're going to have the Western Division champion. You're going to have the second wildcard team. And meanwhile, you got the Cubs and Brewers. They're battling out for home field and the first wild card. That's everything you need to know. That's what this weekend is going to be about in baseball. Cubs, Brewers for the Central. Rockies, Dodgers for the West. And throw the Cardinals in there for the battle for the second wild card. The Yankees today, Masahiro Tanaka basically said, "Yeah, I don't feel like starting the wild card game." Yankees staked into a 3-run lead early, but bad start by Tanaka. Rays actually built an 8-3 lead. The Yankees almost came back, but Miguel Andujar popped up in foul territory as the Rays held on to win 8-7. Athletics also won today, so they beat the Mariners 9-3. So the Yankees' lead for home field is down to a game and a half again. Now, the Yankees will finish off their series in Tampa on Thursday afternoon. From there, they go to Fenway. And the A's, they play a weekend series. And they look to put the pressure on the Yankees, and the A's will be playing those final games against the Angels in Anaheim. So, Yankees, if they slip up, they'll still have to go to Oakland. And that's not going to be a fun place to be, I tell you what. Looking at that ugly stadium. Yeesh. And speaking about bad seasons, Felix Hernandez, where have you gone? 8-14. Ouch. Red Sox split a pair in a doubleheader with the Orioles, winning the first game 19-3. And losing the nightcap 10-3. It was the 107th win for the Red Sox and the 112th loss of the year for the Birds. On the night after clinching the West, the Astros fell to the Blue Jays 3-1. It was the Nationals' 9-3 winners over the Marlins. The Royals beat the Reds 6-1. The Indians were 10-2 winners over the White Sox. The Twins beat the Tigers 11-4. It was the Angels beating the Rangers 3-2. And the Padres over the Giants 3-2. Today's 3 stars are who else? Who else could be your 3 stars today? But Jacob deGrom. I mean, can you say anything else about him? I mean, talk about the ultimate mic drop. That's what Jacob deGrom did today. He dropped the mic. I mean, and he also got his 1,000, as mentioned, 1,000th career strikeout. Bravo, bravo, bravo. And Rafael Devers, I mean, there's your second star. He had 6 RBI in the game in which the Red Sox won, Game 1 of their doubleheader. And German Marquez, who had an outstanding performance today in the Rockies' shutout of the The Phillies, who just, like I said, Phillies, show some friggin' pride. You ought to be embarrassed today, losing 14-0. That's a flat-out embarrassing performance. No two ways about it. Today we celebrate the 69th birthday of the best third baseman in the history of baseball, Michael Jack Schmidt. And we take a look back to 1973, when Nolan Ryan set the single-season record for strikeouts with 383. Now, he came into his final start needing 15 strikeouts to tie Sandy Koufax's record. The game would go to extra innings, and he would break the record in the 11th inning. Now, you might want to say that's kind of fugazi, but he did tie the record before the 11th inning, so before extra innings. So that's a legitimate record. 383 strikeouts in a season. 382 was second, and that's what Koufax had. And it's Thursday, so we put up our NFL picks. Everyone's jumping off the Vikings bandwagon. Everyone's on the Rams. It's the Thursday night game. I actually like the Vikings. I think they'll bounce back. And I think they're 7.5-point underdogs. So I think that line is easy to take. And I think the Vikings are going to win it outright. So check out my picks down below. And listen to Allow Me to Be Frank, and have a great Thursday.